Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Ryse.
And you know, Ryse, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct.
Yes.
And you know where we can find that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
That's right.
Yeah. They all got something to say. Better get out of my way. We do it all in a day. Tell them that we're not the same. Go for the takedown. Levels to this not the same now. Taking them out, better stay down. Been giving them balls like a playground. Oh yeah, and you're gonna know my name. I've been an animal. I see the fear in your eyes. Move like a cannibal. Yeah, I'm ready to rise. Hot like I'm flammable. I got the fire inside. Run like an animal. I'm ready to rise. Yeah. They all got something to say. Better get out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ryse Pro Wrestling. It is April 15th of 2023. My name is Jim Amata. I'm being joined by the talented, pretty, perfect, and beautiful Megan Nelson. Megan, thank you for joining me here at the desk on what should be a monumental evening here at the Uniontown Mall.
Without a doubt, Jim, thank you for letting me be your partner in crime tonight. Such a pleasure working with such an esteemed announcer as yourself. Red just announced our first competitor this evening. What do you have to say about Sam Hardway? Or actually Hardway, Sam Holloway, excuse
Absolutely.
me. So intimidating.
And he does things the hard way. Sam Holloway is a young man just 22 years old in his rookie year of wrestling and is already turning heads in the pro wrestling community. He is a former offensive end at Cincinnati University, a football standout, and really transitioning those powerful and dynamic skills to the squared circle.
Yeah, he certainly does not have the crowd behind him as he's walking around the ring. A lot of boos. Oh, the kids are even getting involved. But do not count out Sam Holloway. You said he's from Cincinnati, Ohio, or he went to college in Cincinnati?
He was a Division I collegiate football player in Cincinnati. And I'll tell you what, when it comes to dynamic athletes, Holloway is going to be opposed by one of the most dynamic athletes on the Ryse roster.
What a way to start the event. The crowd loves Chase Oliver in the hunt for a Ryse Grand Championship. What kind of match do we expect tonight between these two men in the ring, Chase Oliver and Sam Holloway?
Megan, one thing that you know, being our backstage, getting us all the scoops with the mic, you know as well as I do, that man right there, Chase Oliver, came within an eyelash of wrestling away the Ryse Grand Championship earlier this year. Had Edric Everhart not resorted to a cheap shot, it's very possible Chase Oliver could have been the Ryse Grand Champion. If Sam Holloway wants to get into that conversation, get into the upper echelon of the competition here in Ryse, defeating an athlete the caliber of Chase Oliver would certainly do that.
Can you imagine Sam Holloway defeating Chase Oliver? Chase Oliver is among the top contenders for that Ryse Grand Championship.
He is an aerial artist to the utmost. And right now, Megan, I'm not here to criticize, but young Sam Holloway needs to remember that he needs to keep his mind and his eye on that squared circle.
Absolutely. He's certainly making no friends with the crowd here. The bell just rang. Let's get it started.
Granted, there's no substitute for experience. However, when it comes to physical tools, Sam Holloway checks all the boxes.
Absolutely. Refereeing tonight is Isaac for this match.
And immediately we're seeing Holloway use that power advantage and puts Oliver back in the corner. Some psychological warfare in the opening moments. That was Sam Holloway letting Oliver know that he can manhandle him inside the squared circle.
Absolutely.
Conversely, for young Chase Oliver, he's going to have to stick and move. You do not want to be boxed in the corner with a big, nasty athlete like Sam Holloway.
You guys all
Sam Holloway is letting the fans get in his head.
And that may be just the small chink in the armor, because as we said, when it comes to physical talent, Sam Holloway checks all the boxes. However, if he doesn't have his eyes on the prize, he's going to be looking up at the lights here at the Uniontown Mall. And speaking of looking up at the lights, Megan, we are jam-packed tonight.
Unbelievable. Here for such a great cause, CASA. A lot of new fans, a lot of established fans. We just saw our own ringside Rosie getting into it with Sam Holloway, but unbelievable tonight. We're just so fortunate you're all here with us tonight.
And Oliver showing Holloway he won't be intimidated, but Holloway is going to assert his physical dominance, just throttling Chase Oliver here.
The hard way.
No finesse, all impact is one Sam Holloway. He lives up to that moniker each and every time he's in that ring. And there we're talking about the quickness of Chase Oliver. Go behind here. Holloway hangs on, charges through. Misdirection from Oliver. Beautiful agility. And we are seeing the physical chess match play out here, Megan.
So my question is with Holloway, is this behavior of his psychological tactic against Chase Oliver, or is this a rookie error on Holloway's part?
No doubt about it. He's making a mistake. He is a big, mean athlete, and he's letting his emotions get the better of him. And you can't do that with someone the caliber of Chase Oliver. There is a reason that Chase Oliver came so close to dethroning Edric Everhart.
Absolutely, and just with Chase Oliver in general, no one wants to face Chase Oliver.
Sure? Yes. Positive.
No pressure living up to his name. And you want to talk about psychological warfare, once again, Sam Holloway letting Oliver know that he's the smaller man in this particular fight. And this is where those physical tools will come into play. Sam Holloway can use that height advantage to assert more leverage, to generate more power.
Here we go, we're seeing it right here.
Oliver out the back door.
Chase Oliver way ahead of his thinking.
And listen to the strikes. If you need a pair of Oliver's fingerprints, just check the torso of Hardway Holloway.
Honestly, we talk about other talent locker room with those hard chops. Chase Oliver, man, those are sunset flip.
Up and over here,
He's gonna knock him
Holloway.
down.
Right on the button, super kick, and so dynamic is Chase Oliver.
The one.
Standing shooting star press. So quick, Chase Oliver able to generate offense from each and every angle.
These fans are behind Chase Oliver tonight. We see the shirts, we're hearing the chants. The crowd is behind Chase Oliver right now.
I think Holloway needs to realize he's not safe out there.
The fans, actually.
And that's why you have to be here live at the Uniontown Mall, because you just never know where the action is going to go. And on that note, Megan, if the action spills back here, don't tell me to run. You'll be talking to yourself. I will be a cloud of dust.
I will protect you.
And speaking of being dust, Hardway Holloway going to try to turn this thing around. And really just trying to look to out-muscle, to rough up Chase Oliver, because Chase Oliver is as smooth as silk inside the ring ropes.
Without a doubt.
Holloway going to look to rough him up, to get some rocky waters for Chase Oliver to navigate here in this exchange. And And there you're seeing Holloway showing some wisdom beyond his years, breaking the count, because quite frankly, a count out in this situation doesn't benefit anybody. Holloway wants to move up the ranks here in Ryse. The way to do it is to rack up the victories, as Oliver racked off the post right there.
Chase Oliver in the sport of professional wrestling since 2017. He certainly has experience behind him.
And I really believe, as talented as he is, as much as we've seen so far, Chase Oliver only now is really entering the peak, the prime of his career.
Yeah, I mean, wow, really making a name for himself, not only in Western Pennsylvania, but nationally. We have seen him on All Elite Wrestling.
Certainly the brightest minds in the business have their eyes on Oliver, but he may need eyes in the back of his head because he got sandwiched from Holloway that time.
He almost flew into our camera gentleman over there, camera guy.
Sends Oliver in, Oliver up and over. No way.
You know, no!
What core strain.
So close.
And you're seeing the toll that the physical offensive assault of Holloway brings to the table, because Oliver is struggling. You know how tough, how gritty, how tenacious Chase Oliver is. But Sam Holloway is a completely different animal. As quick as a cat and as big as a grizzly bear is Holloway. And living up to that name, Hardaway, with the physical nature that he's employing right here.
The fans are certainly not behind Hardaway. The crowd is silent, but they are cheering Chase Oliver on. Very unexpected what he is going to do, but you know it's going to make an impact. He is reading his opponent, and
too much time. Holloway hesitated and paid for it, but can Oliver rally back here?
oh!
Going for that sweeper. It's elementary but effective. Good ring generalship from Holloway. Knew where he was, trying to break the grip, but like a pit bull, Chase Oliver latching back onto Holloway.
Oh, Holloway backed into that ring, getting out of that maneuver. Crowd still behind Chase. Here we go. He's doing it one more time. Oh, wait a minute.
Pure power right there. Holloway let gravity do the work and just planted Oliver down to the canvas, who escapes it too. But Chase Oliver may be on borrowed time.
When did you last see Chase Oliver take on an opponent of this size?
In his Ryse tenure, it's a first, absolutely, because there are very few athletes on the Ryse roster that have quite the unique set of tools that Sam Holloway has. And on this night, Megan, I got to ask you, we got Promise Braxton in the house, Gigi Rey from Reality of Wrestling, all the way from Texas. Interstate implications, national implications here tonight at Ryse Wrestling. That's why you're seeing these two athletes battle it out. They know the eyes of the industry is on Ryse Wrestling here tonight.
Now, we couldn't even talk about the other match. Whoa! Chase Oliver back up, trying to knock the big man down. He is not done.
Oliver trying to rally. How much does he have left in the tank? Hits the buckle hard, avoids the contact.
Oh!
And right to the jaw. Sam Holloway better be checking his teeth.
Best way to take a man of this size down is with the legs.
Fighting through the pain is Chase Oliver.
Kick him in the face. Kick him down. Kick him in the face.
Chase Oliver dragging in the middle of the ring. He knows very well that long reach of Sam Holloway will touch that rope and break the count.
And that's exactly why he took those extra seconds to get Holloway away from those ropes. You make a very good point.
Here we go. Chase feeds off the crowd. That is his tag team partner. It's not just Chase in that ring, it's everybody around here at Ryse.
And you can really feel the buzz, feel the energy in this building here tonight as Oliver is going for a home run swing.
Oh. I had the privilege to interview a lot of our VIP fans a couple events ago at Ryse Wrestling, and this is just a beloved talent we have in the ring today.
And nobody would like to play spoiler more than Holloway.
Yes.
He is one big, mean hombre.
And we'd have to hear about it at DeMarco's all night, so.
This is unfamiliar territory.
Oh!
Unbelievable.
What?
Holloway like a missile. That could be all. Upset here. Upset.
Oh!
No. You don't get any closer than that.
Not happy.
Just inches away right there.
Oh, straps coming off the singlet. I mean, should this match not be in Holloway's favor? I think the Ryse roster needs to be on watch. This guy is going to continue to have that chip.
Look out here.
You see it now. Oh, here we go. Oh, Chase Oliver. Oh.
I don't know how much he got of it, but he may have gotten enough. He has Holloway staggered. Unbelievable strength. Look out.
Woo! Oh.
Holloway gets crushed in the corner.
We've seen Chase's workout videos. His cardio, his strength training has prepared him for this match tonight.
Chase is going to take a chance.
He's going to hit the ceiling, Jim.
From the damn ceiling.
Oh!
Shooting star press.
What?
Forget about it.
Win for Chase Oliver. No pressure, Chase Oliver.
Megan, we saw Chase Oliver endure the pain, the power, and the agility of the great Sam Holloway. You got to take your hat off to him. But the bottom line is Chase Oliver is on a mission here in Ryse Wrestling.
What a mission. I've seen backstage interviewing Chase Oliver, the struggles he'd had over the past few months with some wonderful wins, but some tough losses. Great to see Chase Oliver tonight get a win against Hardway, Sam Holloway.
Bottom line is, Megan, Chase Oliver is still looking for that Ryse Grand Championship.
Ryse Grand Championship right there.
Megan, as we saw before we went on the air here tonight, the tag team division in Ryse hitting a peak, and that covers a lot of ground judging from the history of this promotion. As stellar and as stacked as the tag team division is, the two teams we're going to see right here, Warhorse and Keith and Voxx, two teams that are at a crossroads. Who is going to flourish and who is going to sink? We're going to find that out right now.
Voxx and Haught coming out with the Crime Victim Center of Fayette County t-shirt supporting this wonderful organization we are here for tonight. Jim, you talked about the stacked tag team division at Ryse Wrestling. Unbelievable. We just saw the night start off with LeRusso challenging our Ryse World Tag Team Champions, but we cannot count out these four men in the ring right now.
Keith Haught and Tyler Voxx, they have had their problems in recent months. Megan, I know usually you're behind the scenes getting us all the scoops. What do you know about the status of the continuity or lack thereof between Tyler Voxx and Keith Haught? What's the story with this tag team?
I'm so shocked. Last fall, we did interviews together and they were the best of friends. They called themselves Team Bubby. And a few events ago at Ryse, they were with Tony Johnson, Iceman, and for him to get completely fired up in that ring, ready to fight both of them, says a lot about the relationship between Keith Haught and Tyler Voxx. Their friendship could be very much on the line should this match end in a loss. Tyler Voxx has been just fired up and even at times temperamental and hard to control backstage.
Unfortunately, we may be seeing the undoing of one of these tag teams.
End of all nights, hopefully not tonight with these two. Here we go. They're working together. Oh! It seems like the team of old.
Let's hope so, because Voxx and Keith... Voxx and Keith Haught. I'm so out of sorts here. So much going on.
Yes.
They are former Ryse Tag Team champions. However, it's been a long time since they've held the gold. They need to reassert themselves. And a way to do that is here against Warhawks.
Whoa, speaking of tag teams imploding.
Again, we're seeing dissension. A lot of high emotions here.
Crosshairs, Kelly.
Look out!
Whoa! What? Jim, he looked right at us.
The Appalachian Werewolf is intense in Uniontown.
The crowd is chanting Voxy, Voxy. They are behind him. I'm feeling maybe all has been given after the last event and that blow up. But the match is still early.
Oh man, Keith turned their back and paid for it right there.
What can you tell us about a team as known in the area as Warhawks? How many tag titles have they carried throughout their career?
Too many to name in this broadcast.
Exactly.
And they're still very, very young.
Yes.
It's interesting to note, Megan, that coming into this matchup, Warhawks actually has 2 victories over Voxx and Keith Haught. So from a strategic perspective, you have to give the initial advantage to Warhawks. And with as big and as powerful as Keith Haught is, they just got manhandled by Pat the Bruiser.
Absolutely. I feel like that scuffle between Pat the Bruiser and Crosshairs Kelly helped fuel some fire in this match. Oh, here we go. Knocked
What a
his
club
head
to the
right
temple.
off.
One shot. That is how Pat the Bruiser can change the game at a moment's notice. One shot, one Vader-style club to the head, put the Bearcat on the canvas.
Loving the Vader reference. I'm a fan, but not tonight. We want to see Voxx and Haught continue to be the tag team we all know and love, but this is wrestling. We need to see a great match. And right now we're seeing Keith Haught in a position he does not need to be in. He is in the corner on the Warhawks side.
Unfortunately, the Bearcat and the Appalachian Werewolf are getting steamrolled so far.
More fans are trickling in for tonight's huge event. Tickets are still at the door. Not for long, though. We're going to sell out if we not have already.
And what they're seeing is some unfiltered violence in the ring right now. But I believe the Bearcat has had enough. They are reaching down in their heart. They want to re-establish themselves in the Ryse Tag Team division, but I don't know if anybody wants to exchange strikes with Crosshairs Kelly.
I would not. Keith Haught in the Bearcat in the red-black trunks, Crosshairs Kelly in the orange and black trunks. Here we go. Oh! Pat the Bruiser. Uh-oh. Another position Keith Haught does not want to be in.
Look out! No finesse, all impact is Crosshairs Kelly.
Let's talk about this. You have a better view than I am. Where is Tyler Voxx while all of this is happening? We've seen Pat the Bruiser try to run interference for his partner. Where is Tyler Voxx?
Voxx is on the floor. Tyler Voxx is not even on the apron, so he's not eligible to make a tag. What's the story there?
Unless I missed something, there is such a vibrant crowd tonight, it sometimes obstructs our view, but Tyler Voxx is on the floor, walking around.
Well, he's finally back on the apron, but he doesn't seem too focused on the in-ring action. I believe he's got a water from somebody in the front row. Hey, Voxx, pay attention, pal. Your partner's getting demolished in the ring.
here we go.
Megan, I gotta be honest. There's dissension between Voxx and Haught. There's no other way to say it.
I would have thought at the beginning of this I was wrong, thinking that all is forgiven.
Well, right now, Keith Haught, they are fighting by themselves against two of the biggest and baddest in the Ryse tag division.
Ooh, sunset flip.
Nice agility from the Bearcat.
The abuse Keith Haught took tonight to still do a sunset flip over at the Bruiser.
And that one illustrates itself.
I just let you handle that one. Nick Brown is our referee tonight for this match. Nick, his background, he has called many feature presentations for Ryse Wrestling.
And finally, Voxx there for the tap.
Oh, knee strike.
The Appalachian Werewolf, a pure striker, perhaps one of the best strikers anywhere in the tri-state area. And he just got his face rearranged.
Did you see that
But
comeback,
not to be outdone.
Oh!
Tag team competition personified here in Ryse Wrestling. Hooks that leg.
Oh, so close, too.
What an exchange. Look out. Pat the Bruiser intercepts Keith Haught, hangs up Voxx. Yakuza kick right to the nose. Voxx is getting bulldozed, textbook.
Oh! Okay, the crowd is getting fired up. Chance of Voxy for Tyler Voxx.
Well, it's certainly not for anybody else in the ring right now.
Absolutely not.
Wait a minute, Warhawks could be going for that signature.
Oh.
Keith Haught intercepts.
Oh!
Miscue.
Pat the Bruiser out of the ring, 2-on-1.
That was a nasty collision.
Oh! Teamwork of these two friends working together against Crosshairs Kelly while Pat the Bruiser is out of the ring. They're having a discussion about what they are going to do next.
And what could Voxx and Haught be going for here? Wait a minute, here comes Pat the Bruiser. Oh no! Keith Haught almost splatted on the floor. Voxx alone in the ring. Look out.
Oh my gosh.
Twisting brainbuster plants Voxx right on the top of his head.
There is no way he's going to be able to come back from this.
And again, right on the back of the neck. Violent impact center ring.
Keith Haught took such a violent tumble off that top rope.
Keith is hurt. They may need some medical attention. And Warhorse maybe looking to end this one very abruptly.
Oh.
Bouncing on impact. Game over.
That's it. You hear the boos from the crowd very much behind Keith Haught and Tyler Voxx. How is this loss going to impact their friendship?
While it remains to be seen if Keith Haught and Tyler Voxx can truly right the ship, can truly put themselves on the right path in the tag team division, the bottom line is Crosshairs Kelly and Pat the Bruiser, Warhorse, just put the entire tag team division on notice.
This time it's just these two in the ring, no third man.
Well, I think, Keith, they're trying to tell Voxx.
Is Voxx blaming Haught for the loss?
Well, Voxx was the one that had his shoulders pinned. They got launched to the floor.
You're frustrated, but you know what? I believe in
For
you.
those
You believe in
watching
me.
at home,
They
you
don't
hear
believe in us.
Keith Haught is saying, we all fans believe in them. He acknowledges the frustration between... No!
Oh, what the hell was that? A total cheap shot. That's what that was.
I've seen the chemistry of this team over the past few months. They called each other Bubby. They hugged. They did everything. Oh, my God.
Well, we speculated that the result of this matchup could determine the future of either of these teams, and we just saw the disintegration of the team of Haught and Voxx.
It's as if you were in Tyler Voxx's brain and just knew this was a
I don't know what he's going through. You don't cheap shot somebody like that. When Voxx injured an ankle, it was Keith Haught that carried this team, that carried Tyler Voxx to the ringside doctor. And this is how Voxx repays Keith Haught. They got blindsided. And this isn't right, but I have a feeling this story is far from over between Voxx and Keith Haught. Ryse Pro Wrestling continues. My name's Jim Amato. You're still Megan Nelson. And Megan, as I said in our intro, you're pretty, you're polite, you're talented. And unfortunately, Jakob Edwin only has one of those three. He's very talented, but he's not pretty and he's not polite. I'll tell you that. Jakob Edwin is a very smart man, and he knows it. He's got several degrees from several Ivy League schools, and unfortunately, he has the mind and the brain power to manipulate at any cost. He will exploit any advantage, and right now he has picked a fight with Cowpoke Paul, because guess what? With as popular as Cowpoke Paul is, now everyone has taken notice of the professor.
Students.
LeRusso gave it.
Guys, I know we're very close to summer. I know everyone's ready to be able to play outside and not worry about waking up for school.
The crowd chanting, "School sucks, Jim."
It's a real shame you guys feel that way, because I look out here and I look at all of your eyes and all I see is a bunch of summer school attendees.
Math was never my strong suit, Megan. Math plagued me my entire career.
You know what? I still have to earn my degree. Do not tell Jakob Edwin that.
As you can see on that screen, my opponent tonight is Cowpoke Paul.
A perennial favorite of the Uniontown faithful.
Without a doubt, we are awaiting the mystery partners here.
Jakob Edwin thought very meticulously about my tag partner tonight. Cowpoke Paul, this is going to be a man you're very familiar with. In fact, this man has count them, 2 wins over Cowpoke Paul. Ladies and gentlemen, please give me a warm welcome for the Italian strongman, Gianni, Michael, Enrico.
Wait a minute, Megan. I know this kid. I know Gianni.
I've seen Gianni just doing my own journalistic research, see him train.
Wait a minute. Enrico is a young man out of the 880 Academy outside of Pittsburgh. He has only been competing in professional wrestling for about 6 months, and the word on the street, and you can vouch for this kid is a natural. He's a prodigy. He is a pro wrestling prodigy that shows wisdom beyond his years. There is nothing that he can't do inside those ring ropes.
He calls himself the Italian strongman. And it makes us wonder how these two became connected in tonight's tag team match.
Well, I think it's real simple. I think the professor was looking for some muscle, and he found it.
The roof is going to blow off this place. The Stronghold is going to have no roof.
Listen to this crowd.
Cowpoke Paul. Any guesses who Cowpoke Paul is going to choose as his partner tonight?
Cowpoke Paul has been adopted by the Ryse crowd, and he loves them as much as they love him.
We have Cowpoke's #1 fan. Hold on.
Nice sign, nice sign. First things first, Union Town. Let me get a big old yeah! Okay. Now, Jakob Edwin, I see when they call you the professor, you've obviously been doing your homework on Cowpoke Paul. Always appreciate a fan. But I didn't put as much thought into mine. I just found the biggest cowboy around.
You have got to be kidding me!
The Italian strongman is going to learn 3 words in his Ryse debut. Keep it playing.
Pretty Boy Smooth, former Ryse Grand Champion, most recent before his unfortunate loss against Edric Everhart, and here he is teaming with Cowpoke Paul.
That is one big bad hombre right there.
Lucky young lady out there getting to, okay, just getting an autograph by Pretty Boy Smooth.
A man always willing to indulge the fans is Pretty Boy Smooth. A former Ryse Grand Champion. He held that title for nearly 1 calendar year. One of the longest reigning champions in the 6+ year history of this promotion. All the physical gifts, all the God-given gifts you could ask for.
Fans, Pretty Boy Smooth is sporting a new accessory to his ring gear tonight, the cowboy hat, like his partner Cowpoke Paul. They are aligned against the team of Edwin and Enrico.
You know, Megan, forgive me for a really old music reference, but I have to do it. Willie Nelson and Ray Charles once did a song together, 7 Spanish Angels.
Yes! Oh, I love it. For those at home, I know you are going on YouTube to look for that song.
7 Spanish Angels may be the new name of this tag team.
This combination of a tag team would have been the combination I was not expecting tonight. But I'm loving it. Jakob Edwin shushing the crowd tonight. They are not listening to him.
You know, despite being a very smart man and a very talented wrestler, I'm going to just say it, Megan. Jakob Edwin is a jerk.
He was not too kind to me the past few times I've interviewed him backstage.
He reminds me of a professor I had in college. Her name was Dr. Mickle. She was insufferable, and if she's listening to this right now, I'm glad I haven't seen her since I graduated with my own degree in communications, which has brought me here, sitting next to you, calling this great action here at Ryse Wrestling, collar and elbow time.
And take that!
And the professor immediately going to that technical prowess with the wrist lock.
Isaac is back in the ring, your official for this match tonight.
Cowpoke rolling through, trying to neutralize the pressure, neutralizing the leverage, slapping on a wrist lock of his own. As technically savvy as the professor is, the same can be said about Cowpoke Paul.
I would love to find out backstage how this combination of Cowpoke Paul and Pretty Boy Smooth came to be. Pretty Boy Smooth, we've always seen him in singles competition. Here he is in tag team competition. Seems to be enjoying his new partner.
I see what you did
See what I did there?
Nice escape from Jakob Edwin. Very nicely done. But the Cowpoke with a deep arm drag. Cowpoke Paul, a student of the legendary Brandon K, and showing those skills off right now. We know that Brandon has made a legendary career being a very technically sound athlete, passing those lessons down to Cowpoke Paul. And the argument could be made, as much talent is coming out of the Stronghold in recent months, Cowpoke may be the star student of the Stronghold.
Cowpoke Paul, hands down, is the Western Pennsylvania Tri-State Area Rookie of the Year, if we had such an award.
Jakob Edwin showing that he won't hesitate to bend or outright break the rules, used a handful of hair to break his way out of that predicament, and the complexion of this matchup completely changing here. Cowpoke out the back door.
Here we go.
Waist lock.
Shoulders
down.
2.
And you can see Cowpoke showing very, very smart wrestling, slapping on that side headlock to maintain control of the contest.
I would not want to be in Jakob Edwin's class. He is a professor who I can see beating us up in the alleyway should we get a B on a piece of paper.
Shotgun drop kick. 2 feet firmly in the chest. Send Edwin down to the canvas.
Crowd behind Cowpoke Paul. Crowd not behind Jakob Edwin.
And here we're going to see the official in-ring debut of Gianni Enrico. As I said, Enrico is being touted as a real pro wrestling prodigy.
Gianni Michael Enrico training in that hotbed of New Kensington, where you certainly do not want to mess with a New Kensington boy. A lot of talented wrestlers have also come out of New Kensington.
A student of Envy Young. And you can tell that this young man here, Enrique, very brash, very confident, but as I said, the scuttlebutt around the Pittsburgh area is that this kid is a prodigy.
He is getting schooled by Pretty Boy Smooth right now, those chops.
That's absolutely right. He's got a harsh reality check of the level of competition here in Ryse Wrestling.
Gianni Michael Enrico is a man with size, and he was just thrown like a rag doll by Pretty Boy Smooth.
I think Enrico is...
Wait a minute.
Is talent. Assisted ace crusher. I've never seen that before. Innovative offense from PB and the Cowpoke. And look at the chest. Look at the welts on the body of Enrico.
Enrico's chest is the same color as Jakob Edwin's school colors.
Man, Cowpoke turned his back for 1 short second and paid for it that time. The dynamic is shifting, but we're going to see if the professor and Enrique can assert themselves here. And I can't get over the welts already forming on the chest of the young prodigy.
Let's not forget Pretty Boy Smooth is 6'9", and trained by a couple of names you might recognize, Johnny Gargano. Candice LeRae, Pepper Parks.
And did you see that right there, Megan? Enrico knew exactly when to cut Cowpoke Paul off. A lot of ring generalship for a young man with under a year worth of experience.
And that's truly where those skills and those fundamentals of training that you remember very early in your training career come in handy against a gentleman wrestler like Cowpoke Paul. And he is a gentleman.
And one of the things that we've touted the training background of all of these athletes, I believe that really shows you how well developed their pedigrees were, and that's why they translate those skills into these very competitive matches. Oh man, Superman elbow.
Applauding himself, pat on the back.
Right to the ear. Cowpoke may be in some trouble right here.
Trying to reach his partner, Pretty Boy Smooth. We know he has that long reach, but it is not enough to tag his partner back in.
Front chantry by Jakob Edwinn, and this is essentially a way to control the body of Cowpoke Paul. You control the head, you control the body, and the Cowpoke is now going to have to struggle his way to make that tag. Beautiful offense from the professor. That is why he is as smart as he is inside those ring ropes. Knew exactly when to capitalize to keep Cowpoke Paul isolated.
Cowpoke Paul.
Tag Team Wrestling 101 right there. I'm sorry, Megan, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I mean, they're putting on a clinic right now, and it's shocking because they are just... Gianni is so new to his wrestling career, and...
Until right before 5.
He knows how to capitalize, absolutely.
It's a good matchup.
Man, the ring literally shifted on that one. You hear that as a figure of speech sometimes? No, that squared circle literally just shifted on impact.
Cowpoke Paul is in a position that his fans do not like seeing him in.
And you see how Gianni keeps Cowpoke Paul in the corner before Edwin lowers the boom, because that keeps Cowpoke Paul in their side of the ring. There's a lot of the Anderson philosophy back in the day, something your buddy Tony Schiavone could tell you all about.
Big fan of the Andersons for sure. Here we go.
And speaking of Anderson philosophy, going to target a body part. Because right now, this forces Cowpoke Paul to straddle and carry the weight of the professor here.
A veteran of the sport, Jakob Edwinn, so much experience.
10-year pro.
10-year pro, exactly. Oh! Though his offensive worked.
The Cowpoke shot out of the corner like he was in a cannon, but does he know exactly where he's at right now? Does he know which direction to go?
Cowpoke is having a hard time getting up with that hurt arm. In that arm lock by Jakob Edwinn. We know his legs are strong, but can his arms hold him? Here we go. Are we going to see a tag? Oh, tag on the other end.
Interception.
Oh!
Cowpoke on his feet. Rolls through. And there's the tag.
A leap. Cowpoke is favoring his arm right now.
And right now, Ryse Wrestling is going to get
Wait a minute.
a pure example of the power of Pretty Boy Smooth.
What would you call that?
Effective.
Oh, GME, welcome to Ryse Wrestling. Welcome to Pretty Boy Smooth.
What a vertical leap.
Oh!
Desperation maneuver from the professor. Look out.
Oh! Cowpoke Paul is coming back. Oh!
Gianni cuts off the Cowpoke. I believe that PB Smooth is still legal.
Gianni Enrico with a certain hand signal to the crowd. Oh!
Plants the Cowpoke. But he better worry about the Pretty Boy.
Oh! Pretty Boy Smooth, I believe, is still the legal man. Oh! Pretty Boy Smooth challenging both Edwin and Enrico.
And the professor is heading for lower ground.
What just happened? Enrico reaches for the tag. What does Edwin do?
The professor's, he's leaving his partner high and dry here. Enrico is being left out to dry, and it's an example that you don't mess with the Players Club.
A one-handed pin by Pretty Boy Smooth. He is back. Crowd is on their feet. What would you call this tag team?
I would call them winners.
Yes. Oh, wait a minute. Cowpoke Paul is ready to run off into the pasture. Leaves his partner to celebrate. Oh. Were we just hacked?
Hey, PB Smooth! Oh, PB Smooth with that bad leg! That bad leg like jelly! Hey, PB Smooth, do I got your attention yet? Because honestly, I don't care how that leg is doing, but it is my honor, my pleasure to introduce to you and everybody else there to my trashy friend. He's the toughest man I know. He's the strongest man I know. He's the trashiest man I know. He's the most dangerous man you've ever seen, and he's undefeated in 2023. Pay attention to pure trash, Ron Mathis. Hey, PB. How you doing, bud? Bet you're pretty mad, don't you? Bet you're pretty angry about what old Ronnie did to that leg of yours, ain't you? Well, guess what? I'm pretty mad, too. I'm pretty mad because I'm suspended. I'm pretty mad because I'm not right there, and me and Bruiser Jack ain't breaking your other leg. Well, guess what? Everything I did to you, I want you to look me in the eyes and listen when I say you deserve every bit of it and more. Because you know for a fact that when you beat me in that grand title match that I owned you. I owned you from bell to bell, and then a fast count from there. A fast count is the only reason I didn't beat you for that Ryse grand title. And you know what, Bruiser? You know what? Ronnie's always thinking. I got a good way to rectify this problem. You got it. The next time I'm in that building, PB Smooth, why don't you come see me in a match I can't be beat in? A match I won't be beat in. How about I finish you off? And I finish you off in Ronnie's rules. PB, you just count the minutes. Your days are numbered. Bruce, hit him with the catchphrase. That's my friend Ron Mathis on the mobile home record Bruce Rey. He doesn't just talk trash, baby. He is trash.
I may have to throw up.
Ron Mathis was the man that cost Pretty Boy Smooth his chance at the Grand Championship.
You just wasted like 5 minutes of my life when you could literally have just said, hey, PB, I want you to beat me up again. I want you to beat me up again, but this time I'm going to bring a friend. And you know what I would have said? 2 for 1 special? Sounds good to me.
Oh! Challenge accepted by Pretty Boy Smooth. I need to talk with Pretty Boy Smooth about just what went on today.
Bottom line is, story can be told. PB Smooth is coming for revenge, and it's a tab that Ron Mathis is going to have to pay. A matchup direct from Reality of Wrestling via Houston, Texas. The Canadian import, Gigi Rey, just a 3-year pro that has already earned the praise and the endorsement of Hall of Famer Booker T.
Gigi Rey has seen some action on the national level with AEW, looking to prove something in this match tonight against Promise Braxton.
This Canadian export played collegiate basketball.
The crowd is going to erupt.
A homecoming for one of the most talented young ladies to ever grace a Ryse ring. Before she was the standout protege of that same Hall of Famer Booker T, Promise Braxton learned the ropes at the Stronghold under Brandon K. And Promise has come home. Promise is back in Ryse, and Promise is looking to show exactly why she is a part of the national conversation of this industry. The sky is the limit for that young lady right there.
The talent coming out of the Stronghold, such as Lady Frost, Thea Hale, Promise Braxton. This is going to be quite a match tonight against Gigi Rey. Promise Braxton, her last few bouts with Reality of Wrestling, has had Booker T in her corner. Tonight, she is not going to have Booker T in her corner.
Well, that was certainly a Hall of Fame endorsement. It's important for our fans here on the Indie Wrestling Network on indiewrestling.us to know that this is a matchup, but it's not a first-time matchup. These two young ladies know each other very, very well. They have competed for the Reality of Wrestling Women's Championship, and that rivalry is being brought here to Uniontown. Collar and elbow tie-up.
Right off the bat, you see that technical style of Promise Braxton. I would honestly put her technical prowess above anyone in the Western Pennsylvania area.
Back heel trip, slaps on the wrist lock. Headlock takeover, taking her opponent down to the canvas where she can win the matchup.
Oh!
Nice counter from Gigi Rey. As I said, Gigi Rey has collegiate basketball experience, so she has the balance, a lot of precision, as you're seeing right here. Turnabout, fair play. Of course, these two very evenly matched. That rivalry over the Reality of Wrestling Women's Championship. These two know each other very, very well. They won't make those mistakes. A very measured approach from both young ladies here. Gator roll, shoulders down. As I said, on the canvas where you can win the matchup.
Oh, in the corner, Gigi Rey.
1, 2, 3. Come on, break.
We have Brian, our referee, tonight for this women's match.
Promise avoided the contact and letting her opponent know that she was just a half a step ahead so far. As you'd expect, the Canadian export Gigi Rey was inspired by the legendary hitman Bret Hart.
Just going to say, as much as we talk about Pittsburgh, Western Pennsylvania being the hotbed of professional wrestling, we cannot forget pretty much maybe the city that started it all, Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Greco-Roman knuckle lock here.
Oh!
Promise getting the better of this one.
That strong back strength of Gigi Rey.
Certainly the lumbar region, a lot of core strength
Wait a minute.
involved in this one. And what balance from Braxton.
Oh! Oh!
Shoulders down, beautiful float over. Maintaining that Greco-Roman knuckle lock, maintaining the leverage and the momentum. Back to that side headlock, elementary but effective. Gigi Rey man had the momentum off the ropes and runs through Promise that time. Up and over goes Gigi. Promise does the same. Deep arm drag, and these young ladies are going step for step. It's a physical chess match inside that squared circle. Promise Braxton working her way back up to a vertical base. Gigi counters that by shooting her opponent off. Duck under. Braxton up and over. Deep arm drag has Gigi back down to the canvas. And we're seeing just a small sense of frustration from Gigi Rey. Again, we knew how evenly matched this would be. And so far, Promise just maybe a half a step ahead. Gigi shoots her off. Up and over again goes Braxton. Nice leverage maneuver, but a quick counter. All action so far in this one. And you know that Promise's mentor, Booker T, will have his eyes on this matchup. So certainly Gigi wants to impress as well, because this matchup having implications not just here in Uniontown tonight, but back in Houston for Reality of Wrestling. Gigi gets a victory over Promise. That certainly could put her back in line for a Reality of Wrestling women's title shot at some point in the future as well. Promise going to look to continue to twist and contort that arm, but Gigi using some brute force to fight her way out of that one. Misdirection here, and Promise just ran over her that time. Big press. So precise as Promise Braxton. Shoulders down fine too. Referee Brian McGowan in great position. And we've seen the finesse. Now we're going to see the force. The strikes to the chest between these two. A lot of competitive animosity. A respectful rivalry of sorts between these two, as they have brought out the best in one another. And what strength! What strength! But Gigi out the back door. Release German suplex. No finesse, all impact that time. Just a one count. And that is why Promise Braxton has such the reputation that she does. She got out of that pinfall predicament as soon as physically possible. She wasn't leaving anything to chance, but she just got her jaw racked by her opponent that time. 2 feet firmly in the chest. Gigi could be going to the pay window to live up to that money moniker. And as we said, in this business, it's wins and championships that translate to the success and the money. This is capitalism. This is capitalistic competition. A lot of money and future opportunities on the line in this one. And this is where Promise does not want to be. You don't want to be boxed in the corner. She hits the opposing buckle just as hard. Gigi charges, rocks the jaw again. Gigi turning up the physicality here. Oh, man. She may be checking her teeth as well here. Interception. Let gravity do the work that time. Powered down to the canvas. Finds just 2. And man, you can feel the competitive and physical nature of this matchup as it unfolds here. Gigi ducks her head and got caught. Inside cradle, shoulders down. So quick, so dynamic is Promise Braxton. And listen to that impact. The smack of the flesh will tell you the story. Tilt-a-whirl. What a counter into the backbreaker. And as much of a homecoming as it is for Promise Braxton, Gigi Rey will not go quietly. She is not here to be a stepping stone. And she could be going for a home run swing right here. Beautiful missile drop kick. You saw the impact that time. And things are so fast-paced. I got to tell you, we want to give a quick birthday shout-out to Katie Dutters. Katie, we love you, the 2PW kicking cancer champion, cancer survivor, doing well. So we certainly want to send a happy birthday to cancer survivor Katie Dutters. She's the best. And speaking of girl power, you're seeing girl power in the ring right now with these two young ladies. I am ultra impressed by Gigi Rey and Promise Braxton. Promise works her way back up to a vertical base, tries to extricate herself here. Gigi knew exactly when to turn it down. Beautiful step up Hurricane Rana, but Promise was one step ahead. I'm going to go on record. I'm going to say it. This is the greatest women's matchup we've seen in the history of Ryse. 2.5. These two young ladies are putting it all on the line here tonight. And Gigi just gouging the eyes. That's going to change the dynamic of this matchup very quickly. As I said, Gigi Rey does not want to be a stepping stone and will not allow herself to be a stepping stone. She wants to play spoiler in the homecoming for Promise Braxton. And a version of the surfboard stretching out the shoulders, the deltoids, the back of Promise Braxton. Look out here. Butterfly hook. Braxton trying to use that lower center of gravity to put on the brakes here. And man, Gigi just buried the knee. Look out, hooks her up here. Gory special. We talked about Gigi stretching out Promise. Promise is being twisted and contorted in all sorts of directions here. And turnabout fair play. And look at the angle that the body is contorted as Promise is wrenching on the back, the lumbar region, the neck. Braxton shrugs her off, runs into a back elbow. Look out. Gigi counters. Double underhook of her own. Braxton puts on the brakes. These two are so evenly matched. Pinfall here. What a bridge from Gigi Rey. What neck strain. jockeying for position here, shoulders down. Big collision center ring. And damn it, what an effort. We are seeing a Steel City Classic unfold before our eyes. These two young ladies are showing why they are in the national conversation. And certainly things coming full circle for Promise, because where she started, coming back here, showing just how polished she is here today. And it's gut check time. Who wants it more? Who will be the first to wilt under the pressure as these two young ladies are fighting it out? And look at the intensity in the eyes of Promise Braxton. Reverse Meteora plants the face in the canvas. Dr. Bomb. Promise is shocked, and quite frankly, so am I. What is it going to take for us to reach a conclusion in this stellar contest? Gigi escapes. Michinoku driver, upset.
Oh!
2.5, and Megan, you're rejoining me here.
So sorry, so much commotion
What a
backstage. Yes, unbelievable match.
They are giving us everything they have in their bodies here. All the energy, all the effort on display.
Gigi Rey really... Oh, wait a minute. Top rope. Second rope.
This is dangerous here, Megan.
If Gigi Rey falls off that, she's going to fly right into the very fans who watched Promise Braxton throughout her career.
Gigi out the back door.
Oh, back in the ring.
Precarious position for Braxton now.
Come on, bring it down. Bring it down.
Brian, our referee, trying to gain control of this match, getting them off the top ropes.
This has been all action from the opening bell.
Oh! Oh my, ow!
What a body shot. That's a good way to crack a rib. Look out.
What? Sunset
flip bomb.
Ow! And a win by Promise Braxton. Look at this crowd that has seen her journey through the Stronghold.
That right there is a prime example of the sport of professional wrestling. Talent, tenacity, grit, and toughness on display. Promise Braxton showing why she truly is a pro wrestling prodigy.
I can't even hear you over this crowd. Promise Braxton, an emotional homecoming tonight, acknowledging her fans and this crowd at the Stronghold. Standing ovation.
What we are seeing right here, and I take my hat off to Gigi Rey, absolutely. We may have just seen the greatest women's matchup in the history of Ryse. I'll take my hat off to Gigi Rey, but the bottom line is we're going to be talking about Promise for a very long time.
almost 4 years. For those who don't know, back in 2019, I moved to Houston and I started wrestling at Reality Wrestling with Booker T.
Woo! Sometimes I forget I'm a fan too.
Now, last night at Ryse, I told myself that I would become a Diamond Division champion. And guess what? I did that twice and I'm courage. I just want to say thank you, everyone tonight. And for those who don't know, this entire section is on the family. So that's not all I know. Take the sacrifice. Take that leap. You want that job? You want that girl? You want that man? You want that money? That's right. Go get it. Y'all might not know my phrase, but it's not a guarantee. It's an absolute. What's my name?
Once again, as I said, we will be talking about Promise Braxton for a long, long time. Second half of Ryse Pro Wrestling. My name is Jim Amata, being joined by the wonderful, pretty, polite, and talented Megan Nelson. April 15th of 2023 at the Uniontown Mall. Money shot. They forced their way in the door and manipulated their way to the Ryse Tag Team titles.
This is their first match since winning the Ryse World Tag Team titles against members only last month at the Stronghold.
It's interesting you brought that up, Megan, because as we saw before we went on the air, matchmaker Chris LeRusso informed our live crowd, members only, not able to be here. LeRusso himself stepped up to the plate to fill in, but just who will LeRusso have to be his tag partner?
I asked fans out in the crowd during intermission.
As much as Money Shot has a reputation that precedes them, the same can be said about Chris LeRusso. LeRusso has 20 years in the game.
What?
You gotta be kidding me.
What just happened?
I gotta be seeing things.
Jim, it is Big League John McChesney, a 20-plus year veteran of professional wrestling. These two have had their brawls back and forth. Chris LeRusso, Big League John McChesney, they're teaming up tonight against a common foil of John McChesney, Money Shot. Holy, I can't even say it.
John McChesney is one of the true pillars of Pittsburgh professional wrestling. For over 2 decades, the fabulous John McChesney is a man that has carved a legacy in this area. I didn't know Big League was going to be here tonight, but Money Shot was in for as big a surprise
Oh,
as
this
anybody.
match is starting.
And here we go. Ryse Tag Team titles, Money Shot against Chris LeRusso and John McChesney. I can't believe I'm saying it.
He couldn't even get his jacket off. Oh!
Megan, it's important to note a lot of stories unfolding here. Chris LeRusso, the man that trained both Elijah Dean and Zach Nystrom.
I mean, it's the student versus the teacher.
And it goes without saying that Big League John McChesney is also a Ghost of Christmas Past for Money Shot.
Yes, I just wanted to add, leading John McChesney to the ring is Jordy Noland at ringside. I don't think he's on camera right now, but you will see him throughout the match. Jordy Noland most recently was invited to the Nightmare Factory in Georgia. Yes, that is Cody Rhodes' promotion to do commentary.
Jordy might be taking my job by the end of the night.
You know what? I'm worn out after this. We had to bring Jordy over to finish our night for us.
We got to try to reset here, Megan. Let's try to take a breath here and let's really analyze what's going on here. As I said, Elijah Dean and Zach Nystrom, they forced their way into Ryse. They manipulated their way to the championship. But LeRusso, the wily veteran himself, had an ace up his sleeve in Big League John McChesney. John McChesney has won virtually every major championship in the Pittsburgh wrestling scene. Tonight he makes his Ryse debut, and he could add one more notch to his accomplished career if he walks out of this building with one half of those Ryse Tag Team titles.
Unbelievable. John McChesney is currently carrying 2 promotional world championships with 2 promotions in Western Pennsylvania, 2 very prestigious titles. He could add a 3rd one to his hardware. And one other thing we have to add is, yes, Chris LeRusso trained these gentlemen in the ring. John McChesney was a mentor for Elijah Dean, the Man Dime.
And right now, as stellar as Money Shot are, we know their reputation precedes them. We see the pure talent inside the ring ropes. There was no way they were expecting Big League John McChesney to be the partner of Chris LeRusso. Up and over goes Nystrom.
Oh,
LeRusso does the same. Nystrom puts on the brakes. LeRusso ducks.
Nystrom, such a look to him. He reminds you of an early era Stone Cold Steve Austin, Blackjack Mulligan, Barry Windham. Oh, Chris
Deep
LeRusso.
arm drag there. And again, Nystrom not only using his size, but showing that he won't hesitate to break the rules. Put a stop to LeRusso's momentum. And you can see LeRusso with that shoulder tape. He may be inadvertently putting a target on that shoulder, quite frankly.
Oh my gosh, Chris LeRusso!
Step up Hurricane Rana, and you saw the contact on the European uppercut, cannonball leg drop, and finds just one. Zach Nystrom, only about a 3.5-year pro, is really a true natural inside the ring ropes. But the same could be said for the man on the apron taking the tag right there, Big League John McChesney. John McChesney has been in the ring and held step for step with a who's who of the professional wrestling business. From Chris Sabin to CM Punk to Low Key, John McChesney has held step for step with all of them.
Unbelievable. We have so many new fans tonight at the Stronghold that are truly receiving a treat tonight.
And that's why you have to be here live. We certainly appreciate you checking us out here on the Indie Wrestling Network, indiewrestling.us. But being here live, you never know what can happen. Up and over goes Elijah Dean.
Oh,
2
drop
feet
kick.
firmly in the chest from Big League, and down goes the Man Dime.
So agile is John McChesney, but do not count out. Oh!
McChesney as good as ever, as crisp and
Man,
as
a
smooth.
technical clinic right now.
Absolutely, and I'm going to tell you what, Megan, just to underscore this, as we said earlier, John McChesney has won championships everywhere he's gone in Pittsburgh. The only exception is Ryse Pro Wrestling, and McChesney has a chance to add that to his resume here tonight.
Oh, isn't that hard to believe? Oh my. Have these two men ever tag teamed together? Chris LeRusso and Big League John McChesney.
To my knowledge, they haven't, but they're sure as hell working together really well right now. LeRusso elevated, lands on the apron. Wait a minute, look out. Nystrom catches a boot for his troubles.
John McChesney.
Interception. And the numbers game finally catches up to LeRusso, who just splatted on the floor.
Nick Brown pushing Big League John McChesney back into his corner of the ring. Oh, what a slap by Zach Nystrom.
Elijah Dean and Zach Nystrom are tag team continuity personified.
Jordy Nolan looks on in John McChesney's corner on the floor.
Could you imagine the headlines, Megan, coming out of this event if John McChesney in his Ryse debut walks out of here with the Ryse Gold, with those Ryse tag team titles?
It could very well happen. I mean, he is the Revenge World Champion. He is the Prospect Pro Champion. Could he be the Ryse World Tag Team Champion tonight? There'll be a party at DeMarco's for sure.
Wise wrestling from Nystrom moved LeRusso directly into the corner, and this is that classic tag team strategy, tag team 101, cutting the ring in half, isolating an opponent.
Yeah, I mean, we are now coming out of our shock of just Chris's opponent, but at this point we have Money Shot doing what they do best, and that is isolating their opponents. And getting under their opponent's skin, too.
And LeRusso is isolated here. And to my knowledge, LeRusso, because he is so busy as the matchmaker and working in the office of Ryse Pro Wrestling, to my knowledge, LeRusso is not competing on a full-time schedule. You have to wonder, will there be any ring rust for the heir apparent?
Such a great point being made. We are just so used to Chris LeRusso always being at the top of the game, but really he has been less of a wrestler these past few years.
And it's something to note, the way that we talked about Big League John McChesney winning championships everywhere except Ryse, the same can be said for LeRusso. So some real pinnacle career accomplishments on the line for the heir apparent and John McChesney.
John McChesney outside of the ring right now, back in the ring as
Nystrom
referee
gets brought in the hard way here. And LeRusso is going to have to try to dig down and fight out of the corner. He is a long ways away from Big League John McChesney. Interception, and LeRusso's going to pay for it. Gets launched into the corner once again. And so precise.
Zach Nystrom is a talent that will truly get under your skin, whether he's in the ring or outside of the ring.
Oh, they're brash. They're arrogant, and they are capitalist in the most nefarious sense of the word. Money Shot cares about two things: making the cash and winning the championships to translate that into even more money. They are only about themselves. They could care less about our great Ryse crowd.
I'm dreading maybe having to interview them after tonight, depending on how this match goes. Either way, it is not going to be a treat with Money Shot.
And notice Nystrom wrenching away on that taped shoulder of LeRusso. That is no accident. That's no coincidence.
Nystrom, you're on 5 times the legal one. Come on!
Nick Brown's trying to take control of this match. Oh!
LeRusso counters out of it here. How much of a reprieve? Makes the tag. In comes Big League.
Big League John McChesney, trained by J-Rock and Tracy Smothers, doing a 2-on-1 against Money Shot right now. Oh!
Look out here.
Something Money Shot does best is the 2-on-1. Oh, here we go.
And McChesney taking out everybody.
That was so close.
Big League is in the building, and Big League's going to make a statement. Wait a minute, interception from Nystrom. Out the back door goes McChesney. Collision of Money Shot. Beautiful play.
Northern Lights. Oh, I thought it was over. President of Team Big League, Jordy Nolan, outside frustrated with that 2 count.
As talented as Money Shot are, makes the tag to LeRusso. As talented as Money Shot are, they're on the ropes right now. They're on their heels. Nystrom ducks. Ran over McChesney. LeRusso takes out Nystrom.
Such size by Nystrom being taken out by Chris LeRusso. Here we go. The hook by, oh, wait a minute.
Mandime gets his legs swept out. Look out. Sharpshooter time.
Oh! You have to make these young guys submit. Wait!
Turnabout fair play. Pair of sharpshooters. Look out here.
What a maneuver by
This
these
is
two.
really breaking down here, Megan. All 4 athletes in the ring.
Oh my gosh!
Nystrom went crashing to the floor. New champion. New champion. No. 2.5.
Chris LeRusso cannot believe that 2 count, but they are still in this fight. Chris LeRusso, Big League John McChesney, 2-on-1 against Mandime, Elijah Dean. What are they going to do?
Wait a minute, Elijah Dean, the Mandime, just gouging the eyes of McChesney. McChesney hits the floor. LeRusso is all alone. Look out here.
Whoa!
Big time impact.
Oh, the elbow off the top rope by Mandime. Elijah
Could
Dean.
be all here.
Oh!
And Money Shot have to be questioning what is it going to take to retain their championships.
The fans are still here with this match. Oh, a super kick by John McChesney! No one slaps like him in the business. Here we go!
Look out here. Right on the button from the Mandime. Nystrom follows up. LeRusso gets dumped on his head. Thanks for coming. It was a hellacious matchup as a pillar of Pittsburgh professional wrestling made his Ryse debut in Big League John McChesney.
I am waiting for this rematch. What a treat we were given. Wow.
The bottom line is here, Megan. Those 2 men right there, Zach Nystrom and Elijah Dean, own the Ryse Tag Team division, and it may be a very long time before anyone can knock those 2 off the mountain here in Uniontown. The former and longest reigning Ryse Grand Champion is back in the Stronghold to reclaim the gold. While Matt Conard puts himself in a league of his own, being the only two-time Ryse Grand Champion, the man holding the gold right now, Edric Everhart, has done the same in that Edric is the only man in the history of this promotion to hold both the Ryse Tag Team and, of course, the Ryse Grand Championship. While Conard is the only two-time Ryse Grand Champion, if he adds a third reign here tonight, he will cement himself as truly a Ryse legend. And here we go. The fight is on. These two know each other very, very well. Ironically, System Elite was instrumental in much of the success that Matt Conard had in the year 2019. Conversely, Conard was a fixture of System Elite's tag team success as the tag team champions. But that is in the past, and pure animosity has erupted between these two in 2023. Matt Conard saw a championship that he built much of the legacy of be disrespected by Edric Everhart. Matt Conard was dubbed the workhorse of Ryse to establish that championship. Edric Everhart has taken every shortcut in the book, and Edric may be checking for his teeth. Matt Conard took it as a personal insult that Edric Everhart would treat the championship with such disrespect, with being willing to take an easy shortcut anytime he's in the ring. The Reaper's back at Ryse, and clearly he has brought hell with him.
Come on, guys, keep the ring. Come on. Guys, inside the ring. Come on.
And this one, of course, is very personal because, as we mentioned, these two were best friends at one time. That's no longer the case. They have taken two completely different paths. When Ryse Wrestling emerged from the pandemic, Edric Everhart decided he would sell his soul to win that grand championship. Matt Conard may be looking to collect on that debt here tonight. I have to give referee Brian McGowan some credit letting this one go because of the ultra high stakes. And that's what we're talking about when it comes to disrespect for that championship. Edric gouging the eyes, dropping Conard back first on the apron. And that lumbar region is the most susceptible spot to damage in the back. In many ways, Brian McGowan may be aware that Edric would be more than happy to take a disqualification here. He wouldn't win the match, but he would retain the championship. Because let's be honest, as talented as Edric Everhart is, and he has the ability to win the grand championship and to defend the grand championship, he doesn't care how he gets it done. He doesn't care if he retains the title in the ring. He just wants to keep that championship by any means necessary. He will gladly take a cheap victory as long as he maintains possession of that championship. And he's setting up a table at ringside, which tells me one thing. The champion is desperate because he is too calculated to take these type of risks unless he knows that his championship is in real jeopardy. And Matt Conard, being a two-time champion, obviously has the resume. And I have to be honest, I'm a little nervous as to where this can go. And while I'm going to try to give you the best account of what's going on from my vantage point, make no mistake about it, our Indie Wrestling.us cameras, can bring you all the action up close and personal, including what's going to happen with that table at ringside, because I can tell you right now, nobody's there to have lunch. Edric puts on the brakes. You heard the thud that will tell you the story. The body of the Reaper smacking against the concrete. And after Matt Conard was dropped back first on the apron and now back first on the floor, that may be the chink in the armor that Edric Everhart needs to retain the championship. Conard trying to push forward here. Very precarious situation here. And look out, this is getting very, very dangerous here. Edric fighting with desperation. And the level of violence is escalating in this grand championship matchup. Oh man, look out. These two are teetering on the apron above that table. I don't know who got the worst of that, but this matchup may be over. And And I believe that may be the case. Referee Brian McGowan calling for the bell. I don't know, from my vantage point, I don't think anyone has moved over there. And we've got Red Watson going to try to check in with the officials here. What's the decision? And I believe this matchup came to a very abrupt stop. And again, forgive me, from my vantage point, I don't know who got the worst of that, but see Cowpoke Paul, Big, our head of security. And for right now, I think we're going to step away and let this be sorted out.
Went through the table. Ladies and gentlemen, neither of you can determine the decision. This match is ruled a no contest as both men are unable to continue.
I don't know what the hell's going on, but we may need the damn SWAT team to pull these two apart. Oh man, look out. This is erupting, this is overflowing, and I don't know how much we're gonna, are we gonna stay with this or what? Conard's got lacerations and welts all over his body. We can't have this break out. We still have a main event to get to. I don't know. I mean, can anybody tell me if we're staying with this? What's going on? I don't know.
Sexual harassment, abuse, and assault are widespread problems.
In the United States alone, nearly 1 in 5 women and 1 in 67 men have been raped at some time in their lives.
And 1 in 6 boys and 1 in 4 girls were sexually abused before the age of 18.
Consent and boundaries can also be violated online with the trauma of online abuse, all too real for many survivors.
2023 marks the 22nd anniversary of Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
The campaign calls upon us to build the foundational values of practicing consent,
keeping kids safe, and supporting survivors.
We can all make a difference.
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 We can all make a difference to make sure our communities are safe and respectful for everyone.
We just saw wasn't wild enough. The intensity will escalate. 5-on-5, 10-man tag. And Megan, let's be honest, it's a matter of time before all hell breaks loose.
No love lost between these two teams. Wait a minute.
Good to see the Hendrix family is in attendance, but who's the 5th member of this team? One of the most violent, one of the most sadistic, and one of the most ominous athletes in the history of Ryse, Christian Noir, a man that I call the MVP of Ryse Wrestling in 2022.
I am stunned. Christian Noir hates these guys. But he...
Yeah, he knows what's up. He knows what's up. Yeah, you.
And the Bayou Bully just put the great Alexander in check.
Christian Noir with the green mist in the face.
Now let's not forget, this is a very personal situation because it was the great success that tried to take out Brandon K. They were crowing about it, and it's the Stronghold Academy that are making the great success pay here.
Jace, Mara, what a win at the last Ryse event, teaming up with a clothesline with Jason Hendrix.
Jace Mara is a true daredevil. He lives on the edge, but so does Jason Hendrix.
The crowd is going insane.
Judging from the looks of things, I hope none of those folks are driving home. Get an Uber. Look out!
Oh, double in between rope action.
I believe Jace Mara may have went head first to the floor. And we got bodies flying everywhere. Quite frankly, I apologize. I'm going to try to keep up with as much as I can.
Christian Noir and Great Alexander in the ring together. Great Alexander still with that green mist in his face, but he tells us he is okay. Not now, though.
Noir is an assassin between those ring ropes.
Tad Jarvis, the social media icon, going crazy on Team Stronghold.
And the great Alexander deserves all of this. He tried to make a statement to take Brandon K out. Well, don't mistake yourself. Christian Noir doesn't care about anybody, but he's certainly not going to allow the great success to try to run roughshod over Ryse because Noir has his own
Jace
agenda.
Mara!
Noir wants that grand championship.
Yes, he does.
Young Jace, beautiful leg lariat.
Makes me wonder how Team Stronghold will help out Christian Noir in the future for helping out Team Stronghold tonight. What is interesting, Jim, the great success, the runway, they are not backing up Great Alexander right now. We've seen them stretch the rules quite a few times in a lot of matches over the past few months.
There's no honor among thieves, I'll tell you that. Alexander all out of sorts here.
Does Great Alexander think he can take on Team Stronghold himself? It's been a while since a tag.
That's because he is too busy getting punched in the face to make a tag.
Exactly.
In comes Lewis.
Lewis! Nice!
Launching himself like a missile that time.
We saw Lewis a few months ago accept a Ronnie's Rules challenge. This guy is not afraid to scrap with his opponent.
Cover here. Gerard Garrett.
Gerard Garrett getting into the face of referee Nick Brown. Lewis trying to tag in Tad Jarvis. Oh, kick to the midsection.
In a matchup like this with 10 athletes involved, trying to isolate one opponent can be extremely difficult because there's just bodies everywhere. It's controlled chaos.
Oh, Lewis down
and
to the mat.
And the hired hitman, Gianni Norris, working for the money and earning his money because Lewis just got sent packing.
Lewis eliminated is now 5-on-4.
Yeah, the numbers advantage tilting to the Great Success.
Tad Jarvis, often seen as a protege of Brandon K, was ready to take on. Now, Christian Noir with the blind tag. Christian Noir is ready to fight with Johnny Norris.
Look out, Noir up and over. And the Bayou Bully just ran over the big man. Noir is in rare form. He may not be denied tonight. Noir is making a statement, not just here against the Great Success, but in this entire promotion. The Great Success maintaining the numbers advantage, but for how long?
Christian Noir is ready for more with Johnny Norris.
Interception.
Oh, the more missed to the face by a second member. Excuse me, the Great Success. Is Gerard Garrett next?
Wait a minute, what? Is Noir being disqualified? I believe Noir just got himself disqualified. That's a tough call from referee Nick Brown. Jarvis hooks the leg. He got him.
There you go. What some of you may have missed was outside referee Keely Smiley sent Christian Noir to the locker room. Tad Jarvis with the pin.
And Jarvis is chomping at the bit. As we've said, the Great Success targeted Brandon K, and his students took great exception to that.
Tad Jarvis is looking great. You can tell he's been preparing for this match.
Give me the kid! That rules our poster, kid! Might be great. Get him in here! Shut up!
And if I'm keeping track of everything, the Great Success still have a 4-3 lead here. It's absolute anarchy in Uniontown tonight.
Jason Hendrix wanting a piece of Gerard Garrett.
I'll tell you right now, Jason Hendrix better turn the hell around because he's going to get his legs knocked out. This is not the time to play to the crowd, quite frankly. These guys hurt Brandon K. They'll hurt you just as quickly.
We have to remember a lot of the talent on Team Stronghold is still being mentored by Brandon Kay. They have a lot more matches they need to put under their belts.
Gut wrench side salto from Gerard. Garrett hooks the leg.
Gerard Garrett again. He and Nick Brown have no love lost tonight.
And Gerard Garrett's a true pro in there. He knows the playbook and he knows how to run it.
He knows where to isolate his opponent too.
And Hendrix is getting mugged in the corner. Nothing that Jarvis or Jace Mara can do about it. Gerard intercepts.
Bear hug by Gerard Garrett.
And what this does, Megan, is slows the momentum down. That allows Gerard Garrett to dictate the pace of this contest. As wild as things have been, we know that Gerard Garrett is very methodical and very precise. You want to talk about ring generalship, that's 101 right there.
Great Alexander covered in the green face paint. Looks like a character out of Toy Story right now.
And did you notice that Great Alexander put himself between Jason Hendrix and the Team Stronghold corner? There was a blockade between Hendrix and either of his partners to make a tag.
Here we go. The crowd is still behind Team Stronghold tonight.
And what a night it has been, Megan. Let's be honest here. Nobody thought we'd see John McChesney and Ryse tonight. Nobody thought. Hooks the leg, 2.5. Nobody saw the conclusion of that grand championship match coming.
Who would have pictured Christian Noir would be teaming up with Team Stronghold? He's usually kind of a lone wolf. Oh! But I'm sure he's going to be reaching out for some favors. Payback in the future.
The runway.
Former Ryse World Tag Team Champions.
And you know they are chomping at the bit to get themselves back in the championship conversation here in Ryse. Winning in this main event matchup is certainly a way to do that.
Absolutely. They still feel wrong to have been in that 4-team match last month.
Look out. And as I said, I believe it's a matter of time before things completely bubble over here.
Jason Hendrix getting a little bit worn out by the punishment he is taking off the runway and the great success.
Well, we saw Gerard Garrett use that side salto suplex. Now again, targeting the back.
Calvin Couture getting into it with some fans.
Textbook maneuver,
oh
floats
my gosh.
over.
Jason Hendrix is not giving up tonight. Our outside official, Keely Smiley, looking on.
Gerard Garrett again trying to grind the pace to a halt.
Back in the corner of the runway and the great success. 3-on-1. Jason Hendrix coming back. Tag!
Makes that tag. And we saw young Jace Mara take on the Gavel David Wallace last month. Looking to follow up with that here. And he's a risk taker.
Jace
and he's looking to
Mara.
take another one right here.
Mr. Design Tyler Klein trying to bring him down. He cannot.
Alabama Jam.
Woo! Another pin for Team Stronghold. The runway attacking Jace Mara.
Everything's breaking down.
I think our voices are breaking down after tonight.
I hear you there, sister.
Jace Mara, if you can see him, his chest is completely red and beaten from this assault he is taken by. Great success in the runway.
Pinpoint precision from Couture.
Calvin Couture is somebody not to underestimate. Tag to Mr. Design Tyler Klein.
And this is where
Let the blood go to the head.
Team Great Success may really put an exclamation point on this, because now we're getting closer to those traditional tag team numbers.
Absolutely.
And there is no tag team in Ryse more cohesive than the runway.
Oh!
Right there, that shoulder's off the mat.
Check. Whoa, excuse me, this match has got me perplexed. Crowd behind Jace Mara. Running knee.
And look at Alexander.
Wait, was Great Alexander even tagged in?
He was like a vulture picking the bones there.
The runway is in shock.
The runway's not happy about it.
He was not the legal man. He was not the legal man. Calvin Couture, true veteran, not putting up with this by Great Alexander. Great Alexander has no team behind him at this point. Slaps Calvin Couture in the face.
Calvin Couture's had enough.
The disrespect Great Alexander is given to the former Ryse Tag Champion in Calvin Couture. They are walking out.
I believe right now, the Great Alexander is the loneliest man in Uniontown, because the runway are leaving him high and dry.
Unbelievable. That whole crowd is getting behind Team Stronghold. They have their favorites, and all 5 of these guys. We're now down to Tad Jarvis, Jason Hendrix. Wait.
The runway's out of here. They voluntarily took a walk. And now it's payback time. The Stronghold gets their revenge on the Great Alexander, who deserves all of this.
What does this mean to the Great Success after tonight? Should this not end in Great Alexander's favor?
Alexander's being bounced around like a ping pong ball.
Oh!
That'll ruin his weekend. That will as well got dropped right on the back of his head.
Jason Hendrix mocking Great Alexander.
Alexander is up and out of here.
Great Alexander back in the ring, though, not.
I don't think he knows where he is. He's on Dream Street. I don't think he knows he could be in Uniontown or anywhere else.
Oh, Jason Hendrix over the top rope, stays on. Jason Hendrix cannot believe it.
I hope the Great Alexander has a good insurance plan.
We can't even talk over this crowd tonight. Jason Hendrix to the top rope. Oh! Let's not underestimate Great Alexander, though.
He's looking to play spoiler. If he can realize, and what the hell is Jason Hendrix doing? Get off the ropes and fight, damn it.
Tad Jarvis definitely wants to be in the hunt for that grand championship. This win will mean everything to him.
I hate to say it, but this is a total mistake.
Yes.
Jason Hendrix is turning his back on his opponent.
And he does not see what just happened. Oh!
That's going to allow the Great Alexander to exploit that advantage. And a really just rookie mistake from Hendrix. Lesson learned, never turn your back on your opponent.
These two gentlemen, what a feud over the past 12 months. The last two in the ring, Tad Jarvis and Great Alexander.
Tad Jarvis is extremely close with Brandon K. The Great Alexander tried to take Brandon K away from this sport. The grudge speaks for itself.
These two men have been on social media all throughout the past month, really getting us ready for this match. Hard working in the gym, fine-tuning their maneuvers against each other. Tad Jarvis.
He got caught. He got caught. Could be going for that greatness driver. Jarvis escapes. Back into that exposed buckle. Hot shot.
You cannot see it on camera, folks, but one of our other officials, Brian, is ringside.
And Jarvis just whacked against the canvas. Look out.
Oh. What is very eerie to me right now is I do not see the great success interfering at this point. They've been long eliminated.
Well, it's one-on-one.
Great Alexander is all alone at this point.
This is what it comes down to. Alexander, Jarvis shrugs him off. Tad hits it.
Tad Jarvis.
Tad hits it, hooks that leg. He got him.
He got the pin for Team Stronghold.
Absolutely over.
Great Alexander with the stick to the back of Tad Jarvis.
Stop it.
The
Come on.
officials
Stop.
need a
Damn
handle.
it. No, this is going too far.
Oh!
Wait a minute. That's big. Our head of security, Big, was a long-time performer, retired because of a lot of health problems, and that son of a bitch just hit him with that kendo stick.
Oh! Stick goes out to the crowd. There is just shrapnel everywhere.
We need to get the cops in here is what we need.
What is going on? Oh, whoa! Kaylee Smiley!
That's our honorary official, Kaylee Smiley, from the Crime Victim Center of Fayette County.
Oh, he just shoved Kaylee Smiley with the Crime Victim Center of Fayette County. Kylie is... Keely, I keep calling her Kylie. My voice is just gone.
Alexander's gone too far.
What is Keely doing? Keely Smiley again of the Crime Victims Center of Fayette County. Whoa!
That's girl power for you. Megan, that scene speaks for itself. I believe we're out of time. My name's Jim Amano. You're Megan Nelson. Ryse Pro Wrestling. We'll be back here at the Stronghold May 13th for IndieWrestling.us and the Indie Wrestling Network. We'll see you next time here at Ryse Pro Wrestling.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.